Scarcity is the starting point of all economics. We have unlimited wants, but limited resources, so we have to choose. And one diagram captures the whole idea: choice, opportunity cost, efficiency, and growth in a single curve. This is the production possibility frontier. And once you can draw and read it, a big chunk of the course clicks into place. Here is the fundamental economic problem. Our wants are unlimited, but the resources to satisfy them are scarce. So every economy has to answer three questions: what to produce, how to produce it, and for whom. And because resources are limited, choosing to produce more of one thing always means producing less of something else. Those scarce resources come in four types, the factors of production. Land, meaning all natural resources. Labor, the human effort and skill. Capital, the machines, tools, and equipment we use to produce other goods. And enterprise, the risk-taking that organizes the other three. The PPF takes these limited factors and shows what an economy can actually produce. Let's build the diagram. Put one good on each axis, say capital goods and consumer goods. The production possibility frontier shows the maximum combinations of the two an economy can make if it uses all its resources fully and efficiently. Any point on the curve, like A or B, is productively efficient. You cannot make more of one good without giving up some of the other. And that trade-off is opportunity cost. Move from A to B and you gain consumer goods, but only by sacrificing capital goods. Now look at point X, inside the curve. Here the economy is not using all of its resources, or not using them well, so there is unemployment or spare capacity. It is producing inside its potential, which is inefficient. The economy could move out to the frontier and produce more of both goods with the resources it already has. Point Y bar, outside the curve, is the opposite. It is a combination the economy would love to reach, but it is unattainable with current resources and technology. To get there, the whole frontier itself would have to move. Why is the PPF bowed outwards rather than a straight line? Because of increasing opportunity cost. Resources are not equally good at producing both goods. As you switch more and more resources from capital to consumer goods, you have to give up larger and larger amounts of capital, so the curve gets steeper. That bowed shape is the increasing opportunity cost. So how do we reach those unattainable points? Economic growth. If the economy gets more resources, or better ones, or new technology, the whole frontier shifts outwards, and combinations that were impossible become possible. A shift inwards is the opposite, a fall in productive potential from something like a natural disaster or a loss of resources. Here is a powerful use of the diagram. An economy that chooses to produce more capital goods now, more machines and infrastructure, is investing in its future productive capacity. So choosing capital over consumer goods today tends to shift the PPF further out tomorrow. It is the trade-off between consumption now and growth later. In the exam, the PPF earns marks fast. A point on the curve shows productive efficiency. A movement along it shows opportunity cost. A point inside shows unemployment or inefficiency, and a shift of the whole curve shows growth or decline. Examiners want the diagram used, not just drawn, so always link the point you have marked back to the concept. Two things to remember. First, the PPF is a model. It assumes just two goods and a fixed quantity and quality of resources, so it simplifies reality. Second, a point inside the curve does not tell you why resources are idle, only that they are, so always explain the cause, like unemployment or inefficiency, in your answer. Three things to take away. 1. The PPF shows the maximum output combinations when resources are used fully and efficiently. 2. Points inside are inefficient. Points outside are unattainable, and moving along the curve shows opportunity cost. 3. The whole frontier shifts out with economic growth, and in with decline. If that made the production possibility frontier click, subscribe for the rest of the AQA spec, point by point. Next up, we move into how markets actually set prices. Drop any questions in the comments.